Versatile Mage. Chapter 163 Cruel Thunderbolt. Dean CO, it has been already 150 students. Are we really going to give all the resources to him if he defeats 200 of them? Asked Zheng Zhenghua, the chairman of the Earth School. At first, no one took Mo Fan's words seriously, and they all treated him as a lunatic. But now, as the number drew closer and closer to the number given out by Mo Fan, they were all tensing up. If just Luo Song and Zhuang Lifeng were intermediate level mages, and the others were only primary level mages, then even sending another 50 men would not be able to change the outcome of this match. When they thought about it again, the spirit wolf was perhaps way too strong. Even when it was still evolving, it shouldn't have any strength left after so long. Judging from the injuries on the wolf, it shouldn't be able to keep up anymore, but the wolf still gave off a terrifying presence, as if it could still fight another 100 challengers. Brother, it is your turn now. Our resources will be taken away if we allow these idiots to fool around any longer, spoke up a young man with a handsome appearance. Your thoughts are exactly same as mine. Sigh. I did not want to fight at all. Well, not here at least, answered a burly young man, as he stood up from his chair with confidence in his eyes. This is actually quite interesting. A pawn from nowhere came to Shanghai and caused such a ruckus. Who would have thought someone from the capital would steal the spotlight from us? And then there's this little fish here. Bai Kangfeng, you were the first among us to finish a star atlas, so we will leave the spotlight for you, said another elegant and graceful man as he toyed with an expensive ring on his finger. Of course, here's my advice to the few of you. Spend more time on your cultivation, or you will only be able to hide here when a situation like this occurs again. You have shamed the 4 families of the Mo Du, laughed the burly man called Bai Kangfeng. Humph, there are always people who are lucky enough to enter the intermediate level at an early age, but what then? There are so many people in this country, and what we do not lack the most is geniuses. They might be a genius right now, but who can guarantee that these geniuses will be as strong in the future? Retorted Shen Shanhei. Learn to control your star atlas properly. I will end this brat's streak right away and let the students of Pearl Institute know that our Bai family are the kings of the Shanghai. Laughed Bai Kangfeng as he walked down towards the arena. Bai Kangfeng took his time as he entered the arena, since there were over 20 people still in front of him. Anyhow, as long as there were not more than 50 people, that brat's spirit wolf would definitely be defeated at the hands of Bai Kangfeng. Buddy, which school are you from? We think that. With a glance, Bai Kangfeng waved his hands and rejected the student who appeared to be the leader of a 5-man group by saying, I don't plan on fighting together with you. I will be sufficient to deal with a spirit wolf with no stamina left and a half-assed intermediate level mage. After that, he ignored those guys and proceeded into the entrance of the arena alone. Damn, finally, someone powerful. Another 20 more to go until 200. Thank heaven. By the way, this man looks familiar. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Wondered the leader of the group of students. He is Bai Kangfeng, from the Bai family. Yes, our hope has arrived. It's Bai Kangfeng. Immediately, Dean CO and the other heads of various schools all landed their eyes on Bai Kangfeng. Among them, a lady from the holy school smiled and said gently, and here I thought my nephew would be able to sit back patiently. The Bai family has taken action. This mess should end here now, thought a relieved Zhou Zhenghua. The resources given to the new students might not be able to interest the people from huge families like the Bai family, but they probably couldn't stand aside when the reputation of Pearl Institute is being threatened, said the lady. In the arena, Bai Kangfeng was already standing there alone, totally confident. He looked just like Luo Song, who had single-handedly decimated the 3 summoner students just a little while ago. Both walked into the arena alone and were facing off against summoned beasts that had long ago proven to be difficult to deal with calmly. You are Mo Fan? Asked Bai Kangfeng as a gentle smile appeared on his face. He focused on Mo Fan and said, interesting, I have to say that you are one of the best among the new students at the school. However, you and I both know that once we made it to this level, primary level mages are nothing more than just puny insects. The so-called 200 people here are just fools that came in groups of 5, there's nothing to be proud of if all you did was just bully them. Mo Fan, on the other hand, was also staring at this guy who was about to fight him by himself. Judging from this person's presence, Mo Fan knew that this new opponent possessed strength far superior to Zhuang Lifeng. You are quite smart, actually, to be able to exploit the advantages of the intermediate level to obtain more resources. Perhaps it was fine for you if you had only offended those without a strong background, but don't you think that you forgot about the others with a huge background among the new students? Damn you! Bai Kangfeng put up an angered expression and in just an instant, tore his gentle image apart as he cursed at Mo Fan. However, he stopped cursing almost instantly as he saw that Mo Fan had already started forming a violet star atlas while he was talking. If it wasn't for his senses detecting that a huge amount of lightning energy had started accumulating around him, Bai Kangfeng might not even have realized the star atlas was forming, because this sneaky bastard had used the body of the spirit wolf to block his line of sight. Just shut up, will you? Scolded Mo Fan. Bai Kangfeng was rendered speechless. The star atlas had completely formed under Mo Fan's feet, the star paths started transmitting violet energy, and each time the energy passed from one star path to another, the power of the lightning star atlas would increase little by little. When the time had come, Mo Fan pointed his index finger towards the blue skies above. Without any fancy moves or signs, the intermediate level lightning elemental magic formed out of nowhere. It gave off a murderous feeling of wanting to kill, without any other nonsense. As Mo Fan pointed his finger upwards, thunderclouds formed on top of Bai Kangfeng out of nowhere. It did not take long before the lightning started going on a rampage everywhere around the arena. Hong! Ear-piercing thunderclaps shrieked across the arena, and caused some of the students to cover their ears in fear. In front of Mo Fan's eyes, the violet lightning struck down from the skies, and the bolt flew straight towards Bai Kangfeng like a slithering dragon charging towards its prey. With a destructive boom, the lightning landed right on Bai Kangfeng. Before the lightning even landed, the ground around Bai Kangfeng was already being torn apart by the massive amount of electricity. The energy was so strong that even teacher Gu Han, who was standing there safeguarding the students, frowned and showed a slightly nervous expression. To be honest, even he did not manage to react in time, and now he was unsure if he could even help Bai Kangfeng withstand this lightning magic unleashed by Mo Fan. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.